Imagine the possibilities when Sabahans innovate. Welcome to the Sabah Creative Economy and Innovation Center, a government agency under Kementerian Sains Teknologi dan Inovasi KSTI Sabah. We are located at the heart of the bustling Kota Kinabalu Industrial Park. There's so much space here, with over 6,300 square feet of space. Imagine what you and your fellow Sabahans can achieve. Whether you are a part of a grassroots community, a startup or a venture firm, a student or lecturer at a university, or just beginning to make a mark in the industry, this center is created just for you. How do we produce globally competent talent? It starts by enabling a collaborative ecosystem consisting of various and inclusive stakeholders. This will ensure sustainability across all industries. When we bring people, ideas, and resources together, guess what happens? It encourages entrepreneurs like you to build a successful, innovative, and sustainable business. We aim to be a data-driven organization by collecting, learning, analyzing relevant data consistently, and be able to make a better decision for industries and entrepreneurs for more effective programs in the future. You might be asking, what can we offer you here? Well, now plenty. Do you need digital tools? AR, VR, robotics? We have them. Internet of Things? Artificial intelligence? We encourage it. Animation, filming? You got it. And much more. Apart from the super cool stuff, you will have access to ample support like legal affairs, finding investors, platform to market and sell your products here in Sabah and abroad. We want to ensure that you have the tools you need so that you will be able to succeed and shine in the global stage. We want to support and accelerate innovation across all industries to help boost Sabah's economy, create more jobs, and grow talents like you who can make it happen in the real world. Sabah Creative Economy and Innovation Center, League of Exponential Makers, Innovators, and Entrepreneurs. Imagine the possibilities when you innovate.
Visual.
Hello, Kopi Sanangan everyone. Welcome to this special episode of SCENIC and Community Podcast. So I'm Melvita Jit from SCENIC. I'll be your host for today's session. This session today is recorded live right after our rural network discussion for Rural Social Enterprise Gathering. So it's happening now at Citadines Waterfront Hotel. So over the past few days, we've witnessed inspiring stories, meaningful exchanges, and powerful collaborations during the learning visit on 1st to 2nd of November and from the forum which happened yesterday. So it all centered on one shared mission, which is to strengthen and celebrate the work of rural social enterprise, rural social entrepreneur in Sabah, Malaysia, and also beyond. So today we are wrapping up the journey of the learning visit and the rural forum. So joining us today is a very special guest. We have the co-host behind the gathering, Madam Yulianti Sarjuni, our acting CEO from Sabah Creative Economy and Innovation Center, and Mr. Jerry Higgins, the founder himself and the managing director of the Social Enterprise World Forum. So thank you both for being here and for agreeing to the last minute invitation.
Thank you, Mel.
You're very welcome.
So now let's dive right into it, shall we? So we are going to the first question, which is, what are your key reflections and takeaways from the past few days of the Rural Social Enterprise Gathering? So maybe we can start off with Jerry.
The gathering has been immense. It's actually hard to distill my reflections into just a few. But I guess first of all, it's reflecting on the local talent. The rural social enterprises were outstanding, and the international group of visitors alongside the group from Peninsular Malaysia and Sabah had a really profound experience. understanding the commitment and the creativity and the innovation of the local enterprises. But as always happens on a learning visit, there's a lot of value between the interaction of the people in the buses, in the groups, as they discuss what they have seen, how it contrasts with what they have in their home economies, and overall it was an outstanding international collaboration, finishing today with a network meeting where there was amazing experience in the room. And reflecting yesterday at the speaker lineup at the forum, I'm not sure that there's ever been a strong gathering of rural social enterprise leaders anywhere in the world. It was outstanding.
Thank you. Yeah, I would agree. It was outstanding. And thank you for agreeing to collaborate together with SCENIC. So now to Kayan, can you share us your key reflections and takeaways from the Rural Social Enterprise Gathering?
Thank you, Mel. Can I have more than one?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So, SCENIC is very honored to be able to host Rural Social Enterprise Gathering with SEWF. And during the learning visit, throughout the learning visit and forum, to sum up my feeling, I'm feeling deep gratitude. My biggest takeaway will be, the first one will be the conversation between the delegates, whether they are from the government, participants, the social enterprise. I think the knowledge exchange, the stories exchange, for them to be able to share their challenges, their failure, their breakthrough. I think that is the most significant moments that I am able to experience, both for the learning visit as well as the rural forum. For example, one of the social enterprise that we visited, I think Kokoryu, she learned a lot from the international delegates on how to scale up in terms of her product as well as market access. And I think that is my first takeaway. My second takeaway from the event will be, I realized that innovation solution does not necessarily happen in the city or in big lab. It can also comes from the rural community, from the hardship that they went through, from the pressing challenge that they are facing, and that's add more value to the innovation or solutions that they have.
Yeah, I agree with you. Rural is awesome.
Yeah, rural is sexy.
Sexy, yeah. So let's move on to the next question. So this event was hosted together with SCENIC and SEWF. So what does this collaboration mean to both of you, and how do you see it shaping future efforts and strengthening rural social enterprises? Jerry?
Thanks, Mel. We've collaborated with partners on hosting the Social Enterprise World Forum since 2008. So we have a long history of establishing initially an annual partnership. In 2023 we switched to every 2 years. This collaboration with SCENIC has been certainly the happiest partnership. You think if you're doing an event with one partner team in Scotland and the other partner team in Sabah, the time zones will be difficult to negotiate, and the distance and the inability to meet in person, that these things can become barriers. But if you've got a shared vision and an openness to listen and to learn, we've listened to each other, we've learned from each other. The time zones barely mattered because you were meeting late, we were meeting early, and we put together a program that combined your deep knowledge of the local ecosystem in Sabah and in Malaysia and our knowledge of best practice around the world. And we convinced our friends and partners to join us from around the world, and we created the most amazing gathering of talent for the forum, and a visit program that I believe brought benefit to the social enterprise hosts, and a fabulous experience where over 70 people will take away deep impressions of social enterprise in Malaysia because of the thing that we curated together. So in terms of the partnership, I've already said that I'm going to have withdrawal symptoms next week when I don't have a Wednesday morning call with SCENIC. We might just call each other for some therapy.
Yeah, sure.
And some of the hearts.
And the sea.
Because it was a very pleasurable collaboration, and I'm not surprised that the event went well when there was a real happiness in and enjoyment from our collaboration.
Oh, thank you, Jerry. That's so sweet of you. How many rural gathering have SEWF hosted since 2018?
Okay, so we went 10 years without having a rural gathering, so 2008, and then in Scotland in 2018 we had our first rural gathering, and we brought 25 people, I believe, to the Outer Hebrides. So the islands in the very far northwest of Scotland. It involved a long bus trip across Scotland, and then a ferry trip, and then a flight back out of there. But it's a very special place.
Yeah.
And then in 2022 we had a rural gathering in Beechworth in northeastern Victoria. And that was about 54 people.
And that was with Acre.
That was with Acre, yeah.
Okay.
And that was the first time I met Edie, who then went on to be initially an intern and then a policy officer at SCWF, and the person who worked with me to curate this program with you guys.
Wow, that's amazing. So, Kak Yan, what does this collaboration means to you?
The collaboration with SCENIC and SEWF is very special to me personally, and to us as an organization. We learn a lot from SEWF. For the audience information, this is our first time hosting international event. So there are many things that gives us like aha moment, as well as the first time ever, hosting such, for example, learning visit. That was our very first time conducting the program. And along the way, along the way of planning rural social enterprise gathering, SCENIC as an organization have grown so much from the learning experience of hosting, as well as to be able to be the organization that comes in between local and global. I think SCENIC is very honored to be that organization. So it's a collaboration that is meaningful not only to SCENIC but also for the community, I'm sure.
Yeah. I agree with you, Kak Yan. It's truly an honor to be working together and dealing with a group of international delegates from like 11 countries. That's really amazing.
The preparation took us, I think, a year, right, Jerry?
Yeah, it was indeed.
But intense meeting every Wednesday, weekly meeting around June, I believe. Start on June onwards, we have weekly Wednesday meeting, and at first I thought that okay, there will be challenges and barrier, but SEWF makes it so much easy for us. Thank you for being patient with SCENIC, and that's very dear to us.
Yes.
thank you for being tolerant as I shared documents with you that you probably hadn't seen before, including our risk management plan for hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, floods, and all of the things that could have gone wrong and could have impacted, but thankfully didn't. But if anything had happened, we had anticipated it. We had some actions, and we were prepared for it. So I hope that the templates that we shared and the systems, from run sheets to risk management to event management plans, I hope these can be modified and used for the local work that you do for many years to come.
We're gonna use that template onwards.
And not just that, we're gonna use Notion from now on.
Yes.
Okay.
Digitalization of SCENIC.
This is not a sponsored advertisement for Notion.
Oops. This is not. Okay, so let's move on to the third question. How do both of you envision the next step for supporting rural change makers and communities beyond this gathering? We'll start off with Kak Yan.
Okay. So moving forward from rural social enterprise gathering, so of the 3 days, I think 4 days of the event, we can see that there's a lot of exchange happen, whether in terms of challenges as well as ideas. And I would like it to be a continued conversation. It's not just today. I wish to be in the loop for every activities that stem from this event. It's been in the discussion, for example, learning visit to another countries for learning exchange, and I would like everybody to know that this activity started from rural social enterprise gathering, because I feel like it's important to have a continuation for every event so that it will be more impactful.
Yeah. So Jerry?
I think it's at a few levels, Mel. One is, from our perspective at Social Enterprise World Forum, I think we feel that we have a new partner organisation that we can call upon and talk to wherever in the world we are convening, and maybe we borrow some capacity in the weeks before the event, because we know what you do and we know how well you would integrate with our team. And I think as we go forward and work out where SCWF is going to be in 2027, 2029, we should also look to what type of collaboration might SCENIC benefit from getting expertise by being part of a bigger system and global event hosting. And I'm clear that we would get good talent to assist as we build our capacity in the lead up to the event. I think for the rural gathering going forward, there's a lot of actions to be distilled following this morning's meeting, where rural social enterprise leaders expressed their hopes and their wishes for the future, and we need to work out that and look at what resources we have and how we can progress some of those actions. Some of them are local. There's issues for SCENIC to follow up with KTSI and others on how to build stronger leadership and bigger markets and opportunities for the social enterprises here in Sabah. And you now have a much bigger international network. You don't need me to intervene. You can go directly to the people who are running training schools and capacity building and leadership development and opening markets, and provide technical expertise in things like coffee growing or seed harvesting or elements of farming. So I can see how your network is improved from the experience. So there's a push for Sabah. There's an engagement globally, and then there is reacting to the needs of the rural social enterprise network. And I would like SCENIC to be alongside ACRE in Australia, the Australian Centre for Rural Entrepreneurship, and SCWF as we steer that rural network over the next year.
Yeah, I agree. This will truly benefit especially our social entrepreneurs in the rural area, since they listen to the rural forum and learning from that their experience, and hopefully could also collaborate together with other countries. Yeah. So I think we can go to the last question. So lastly, what message would you like to leave to our participants and listeners who are part of the growing social enterprise movement, whether they are listening from this podcast or they joined the rural social enterprise gathering? So we start with Jerry.
Okay. There's an international phenomenon. So it's not Malaysian, it's not Irish or Scottish, it's an international thing that many people don't appreciate what they have in their home territory until somebody from outside tells them how good it is. And I can say that the social enterprises in Malaysia are on par with social enterprises around the world, especially those who are working in a rural context with local people. There's deep expertise, and I think we've put Sabah on the map over the last week, and we look forward to having a different type of dialogue when we're dealing with our partners in the World Economic Forum, the United Nations Task Force for the Social and Solidarity Economy, that in parallel with discussions about other countries that have really strong social enterprise ecosystems, I think Malaysia will be increasingly mentioned and Sabah will be increasingly mentioned, particularly in a rural context. So for me, that's the biggest takeaway, that the local social enterprises should feel proud. They're doing really great work. They're part of a big international family of 11 million social enterprises, and we're delighted that we were able to do this collaboration to showcase this talent in Malaysia and best practice, and there's no going backwards. You're now part of the global family, and we look forward to making further change together.
Yeah, we look forward to that too, right, Kak Yan? So what are your last messages to anyone listening or anyone who attended the rural gathering?
Okay, so to echo what Jerry have said, this morning we had a network discussion, and I really enjoy listening to the observation of the international delegates on our ecosystem. Some of it I have never realized it before. So I am enjoying the perspective of someone who are, a new perspective on our ecosystem, and I think there's a lot and many ways to improve our ecosystem, and SCENIC is committed, as an organization, is committed to drive that initiative. To the participants of Rural Social Enterprise Gathering, I think thank you. First of all, thank you for joining. Thank you for being with us throughout the 3 days that we are together. And please know that you are the change makers, and you are doing amazing things to drive inclusive growth in the whole region, the whole world. So thank you.
Yeah. So I think we can wrap up this session. Do we have any question from the floor? Okay, so yeah, we can wrap up this session today. So before that, I would like to thank our strategic partner, KSTI, Scottish Government, Yayasan Peneraju InScan, and also our community partner Yayasan Hasana. So with that, I would like to say thank you, Yulianti and Jerry, for sharing your reflection and wisdom to us, and for leading such an inspiring collaboration through the Rural Social Enterprise Gathering. To our listeners, and participant. Thank you for being part of the journey. So the conversation may end here, but the movement continues. I'm Melvita, and this has been Scenic and Community Podcast, RSEC edition. Until next time, stay inspired, keep creating change, and remember, rural is awesome.
Oh.
So thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mel.